Hey y'all, with Black History Month beginning in just a few short days, I thought I'd kick-start it off on the birthday of a woman who broke barriers. Elizabeth Coleman, better known as Bessie, was the first woman and first person of color to obtain an international pilot's license. Born in Atlanta, Texas, Bessie was one of 13 children. Her parents were sharecroppers, and life at times was hard. Her father, being of native Cherokee blood, decided to move back to Indian Territory in Oklahoma, but her mother stayed. So Bessie and her siblings helped their mother pick cotton and clean laundry to sustain and supplement the family's income. Bess, being a lover of math, worked hard in school, and she worked hard to save money to attend the Colored Agricultural and Normal University in Langston, Oklahoma, which is now Langston University. After a year of attendance, she could no longer afford the tuition, so therefore she had to drop out. She ended up attending beauty college in Chicago at the age of 23, going on to become a manicurist. She lived with her brothers, both of whom served in World War I. They came back and they told her of their time in the military, filling her mind with detailed stories of French women flying planes and serving their country. One of her brothers teased her about never being able to do anything as fascinating as that, being that she was an Afro and Native woman living in the United States. This inspired Bessie to become that pilot. However, after applying to flight schools throughout the states, not one would admit her due to her being a woman and her being brown. With the help of newspaper editor Robert Abbott, she moved to Paris, learned how to read and write French, and was accepted into the Cadron Brothers Aviation School. She accomplished achieving her international pilot's license from the Fédération Aéronautique Internationale in June of 1921. With dreams of owning her own planes and establishing an aviation school for men and women of color, Bessie returned to the United States with celebrity status and began lecturing at theaters, churches, and schools to earn money to help meet those goals. She never made an appearance anywhere that discriminated against people of color. Later, she joined the barnstorming circuit, performing stunt flying shows and touring all over the country, giving lessons and participating in dangerous flight tricks, becoming more and more popular with each show. In 1923, Bess suffered her first airplane accident when her plane's engine stopped working in mid-flight, causing her to crash. She suffered a broken leg, broken ribs, and bruises, having to rehabilitate for nearly a year. In 1925, she was back on the circuit and finally earned enough money to purchase her very first plane, a Curtiss Jenny N4. And she continued performing her daring stunts for large crowds. On April 30th, 1926, Bess and her hired pilot were doing a practice run in her plane for an air show that she was to perform. She was trying to determine a suitable place for her aerial parachute jump when a wrench got stuck in the plane's engine, causing it to become uncontrollable and flip. Bessie, who was not in a seatbelt due to her being prepared to jump, fell about 3,000 feet to her death. Bessie Coleman may have lived a short life, but her accomplishments will always be remembered. Posthumously, she has received numerous awards, one being an Aviators Club in her honor. In her time, she achieved the unreachable for not only people of color and women, but for all people. She continues to inspire almost 100 years later. So, because of that, she deserves her legendary status of Queen Bess, 1892 to 1926. Thank you for watching and listening. If you would like to learn more about Bessie Coleman, I will insert a reference. If you would also like to know where I purchased this cute, unique coloring book, I will put the information for that as well. Until next time, happy Black History Month, bees and honey. Bye.